If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell icon to get the latest updates.
So yesterday we discussed about the various benefit and the need of warehouse management and the ERP software. What is the role of ERP software in managing the warehouse activities? And in SAP, how to define the warehouse number and assigning the warehouse. Other than that, we also discussed about the terms like storage type, storage bins, sections. And we also discussed about the storage type, high rack. What is high rack? What is fixed bin storage type or the bulk storage? Okay. So now we are getting aware of the terminology, what is storage type, what is rack, what is fixed bin. And yesterday we also discussed about staging area, storage type 902 for good receipt staging area, which is a temporary holding the stock, that is called the staging area after unloading or before loading. Okay, we have good receipt staging area number 902 and goods issue staging area 910. Today we are going to cover the organization units. We'll discuss about the warehouse number, storage type, section, storage bin, unit and quant. Okay, and we'll try to replicate in the SAP system. So warehouse is a 3-digit unique ID. We have already defined the warehouse number yesterday, the 3-digit. Okay, it's and then we have assigned that to the plant and the storage location combination here. Okay. So this we have already covered, defining warehouse number, assigning warehouse number to plant and the storage location. Okay, these are the steps that I showed you, how to define the warehouse number and how to assign the warehouse number. So this part I'm skipping. How to define warehouse number. Okay, then assignment, how to define and assign it to the plant and the storage location. So we took the plant 0001, this is the standard plant. Okay, right. And then we also discuss about the storage type. Okay, so we primarily discuss about storage type, high rack, the fixed bin concept, and the bulk storage. So storage type is defined on the basis of its space and the area occupied by the product or item. For example, high rack, bulk storage, shelf storage, open storage, good receipt area, etc. Okay, so we discuss about the high rack storage, bulk storage. What is shelf storage? Okay, what are the shelf storage? So as the name itself suggests, it's a shelf. Okay, just one single shelf. Okay, not like a high rack. And that shelf is a one single shelf without any division. Okay, if you are storing the goods on the shelf without any division, so that is called the shelf storage. Okay, that has only single bin. Okay, because entire stock is available on the shelf, but without any division, one above the another or in a serial manner, in the linear. Okay, what is open storage? Open storage, if I give you an analogy to understand, if you have a look at any construction, okay, let's take an example of the rail project, okay, the railway project. If they are doing any kind of a construction or any kind of a station that they are making the construction, and whatever the raw material they are using, okay, the pillar or the cement, etc., a lot of raw materials or the components, they will keep it in open area, okay, and without any shade. Okay, that will be in the open area near to that construction site. It will remain in the open area without any without any shade and without any a proper linear or random sequence. There's no sequence. It's just in an open area. Okay, and in that open area we'll assign only one single bin. Okay, we cannot have more bins, one coordinate. So we assign one open area as a one bin. Okay, because we know that whatever the raw material or the component is required for that construction, we'll find in that particular open area. So one XYZ coordinate for that open area. Okay, that is an example of open area storage. Then we also discuss about the good receipt area. So good receipt area is your staging area only, number 902. Good receipt staging area or goods issue staging area. Okay, number 902-910. Okay, so that is the area where we are holding the stock temporarily after unloading or before loading. Okay, if it is after unloading, it means we are talking about number 902, good receipt staging area. Before loading, if we are keeping the goods, we are talking about number 910, goods issue staging area. All right. Now, storage type is a physical space, which we had discussed already. Storage type, as I told you yesterday, that it's a division of the space in your warehouse. Okay, physical space we are dividing. You can give a number to the storage type. Okay, so you can give a number to the storage type. So in parallelly, we'll go in the SAP system today and we'll have a look at the storage type.
Samir, storage section was the logical type, right? Yesterday you mentioned storage section that you have is a logical and storage type is a physical.
Right. Storage type is a physical space and we are dividing that space. So those division is called storage type. And if we are dividing that storage type logically, okay, logically we are dividing those storage type, not the space.
Those are storage section, right? Okay.
The storage section. So storage section is related to one storage type. Okay, that logical division is for a particular storage type only. So all the storage type we divide different.
I think in
section.
PPT it's mentioned storage type is physical and logical also both.
This will need to make a correction. Okay, all right. So correction is needed here. Okay, so we'll correct it. So it's just a physical division of the space, right? Okay. Why it is saying logical also? Because we are giving one number, right? 902, 910. So anyhow, we are trying to map it, but yeah, we should not use the word logical with respect to the storage type because it is actually a physical space in the warehouse. Okay. So we'll remove this logical word from here. All right. Now, let's go to SAP.
So for in case of open area, like Samir, do you also have the storage types defined? Like for the example you mentioned for railway yard, right? So are there also some storage type there, or it's just one open area where you keep all kinds of things?
It is just one open area. One open area means because for bin we have to follow the structure. We have to create storage type. We have to create section. Then the bin will come. Okay, so we have to follow the structure. It means if we are saying we are assigning one bin, then storage type will be there, and it will be one storage type. Okay, so whatever the space, as I said, whatever the space, and we are dividing that space, so that is your storage type. So in open area, we are not dividing any space. So that will be one storage type. Open area storage type. Okay.
Okay.
After that, we are not dividing any section. We do not need any logical section. If we need, we fine. Otherwise, we'll create only one section, one bin. That's it. Okay. Right?
Yeah.
But for bin to create, we need to have storage type and section created. Now coming to this section is in WM, this section is mandatory, but this is not mandatory in EWM. Okay, I'm just giving the comparison also. Tomorrow you'll be get a chance to work on EWM. I'm just giving you the little bit comparison of WM EWM. Okay, well, it's a logical division, but in WM it's mandatory to create the storage section also for creating the bins. But in EWM, we do not, it's optional actually. A storage section is optional, not mandatory to create a bins. Right? Give me just 1 minute. Okay. I think we have to wait for the access. Okay. Because they're about to send this access in another 10 minutes. Okay. Meanwhile, let's go to the presentation. Let's discuss on the presentation. Okay. All right. So what we have to do now, storage type we have to create. As I said, in the warehouse, we have the physical space and we are dividing those physical space, and that each space we have to give one dedicated number to identify, so that the system will identify whether we are talking about GR staging area, whether we are talking about high racks, okay, whether we are talking about goods issue staging area or the picking area, right? So that every physical space in the warehouse is a storage type need to give one number, right? So in this slide, we can see that there are some of the number which has been given here. Okay, 902 good receipt area, staging area, 910 goods issue area, right? Similarly, for quality assurance, if there is a work center, then 917, right? Okay. So this kind of and we already have in standard. Okay, we have to begin by copying all the standard storage type for our warehouse. Okay. And it will be, you can see in the WM, the interim storage type is starting from 900. Interim storage types are where goods are being held only for a certain time. For example, let's take an example of 917. 917 is a quality assurance. It means in the warehouse, we have the work centers for doing the quality inspection, where the goods we are bringing the goods only for temporarily. We are bringing the goods. We are doing the quality checking, and then it will leave the quality work center. So it has been given. So where the goods are brought only for a certain period, okay, temporarily holding the stock in that area. So those are called the interim storage type. And for this interim storage type, the standard number range is 900 to 999. Okay. 900 to 999, whatever the storage type that we can see here in standard, these all are here, all the 9 series basically. All the 9 series are storage type, which is interim storage type. Okay, interim storage type. Right? So easy to remember.
So Samir, when we are sorry to interrupt, when we are saying like 900 to 999 interim storage type, at the same time we are just calling out 902 and 910, only two as the staging. So what is the difference of 902 and 910 are both staging and interim, whereas the others are only interim?
Exactly. So when we say the staging is the process which happen after unloading or before loading on the trucks. Okay. And we know good receipt area 902 is after unloading from the trucks. When the stocks unloaded from the trucks, that process is called the unloading, and then after the unloading where the goods are kept, that is called the staging. Okay. Same is for the goods issue also. Before loading the goods, if you are keeping in the goods issue area, that is called the staging. And then after the loading will come. Okay. So as you mentioned correctly, 902, 910 are the only staging area. But yeah, all the 9 series are the interim area only. Okay, where the goods are being held temporarily. But staging is a process. Staging is a process which happen after unloading or before loading the goods on the truck. Okay.
Okay, got it.
All right. So we have interim storage type all 9 series. Okay. Now coming to the storage section. This example we have discussed yesterday also, and here the picture is correct. You can see the fast moving at the front and the slow moving at the back side. As I said, it's a logical division of the storage type. Okay. Every storage type will have their dedicated sections, logical section. Okay. And it's a logical concept how business wanted to divide the warehouse, as a logical concept. Okay. And logical sectioning or the logical, we have to lot of parameters. Okay. As I said, weather, I give an example of weather. Okay. Summer, winter, etc. That is one of the example which I gave you, which help business to divide their all the fast moving or the slow moving items. Okay. Similarly, you may have the hot item or the cold items. Okay. Hot items is which doesn't require any freezer or refrigerator to store. Okay. That can stay in the warehouse without any cold temperature. Okay. So it doesn't require any refrigerator or freezer. Whereas the cold material are where we need the freezer or refrigerator. Okay. So such kind of a logical division could be there. All right. All right. Now, in the definition, storage section is an organization subdivision of the storage type that group together storage bin with a similar feature for the purpose of putting away stock. Okay. Criteria of grouping the bins can be defined user individual basis. Example, heavy part, bulky part, fast moving, slow moving. So these are one of the example it has given. Okay. All right. Now, the storage bins. Okay. Storage type generally contains a space. Okay. Now these are called storage bin. Storage bin, the smallest available unit in the space in warehouse. Storage bin describe the position of the warehouse where the goods can be stored. So the last circle is important, as we discussed yesterday. At storage bin, we do not have to understand storage bin as a space. Okay. Only storage type is a space. Storage section is a logical division, so that is not a space. And bin is also not a space. Bin is a coordinate, X, Y, Z coordinate. Okay. X, Y, Z coordinate. Yesterday, I gave an example where I showed you the rack, and under that rack, I showed you one cell. Okay, one block. And in that block, we have seen the material number M1, M2, M3, M4, one after the another. Okay. One after the other means their coordinates are different. X, Y, Z coordinates are different. X and Y was same, but the Z coordinate was different. Okay. If I refer that Excel sheet again. So I was talking about this one. Okay. Where you can see the material number M8, M9, M10 is M8 is at the beginning, M9 is after M8, M10 is following M9. Okay. So in this box, if you see, these are the high rack boxes. Okay. Okay. These are called the racks unit. Okay. But this is not the bin. Bin is the coordinate, XYZ coordinate. Okay. All right. And in the warehouse, we use the word, we do not use the word XYZ coordinate. In WM, when we are going to create the bin, so it is just a bin we are creating using the word aisle, stack, and level. Okay, so you can consider this is the level, the horizontal. Okay, and if you're talking about the vertical, this is stack. Okay, and what you left with? You're left with the aisle. Okay, so aisle you can consider as a Z. Okay, aisle you can consider as a Z. Okay, so it is aisle stack level. And as I said, in WM, we'll be creating aisle stack level. Aisle stack level. This we will be using while creating the storage bin. Okay, and we do not have a XYZ coordinate here. But who gave that XYZ coordinate? It is again, as we discussed yesterday, that before creating the warehouse, we have the warehouse architect who will create 2D and 3D diagram. Okay, and in those 2D 3D diagram, warehouse architect mentioned everything. They mentioned how many racks. Okay, these many racks. Under each rack, what are the coordinates? XYZ coordinates. How many XYZ coordinates? So this XYZ coordinates is defined by the warehouse architect at the beginning before we start building the warehouse. Okay, XYZ coordinates. But when we create the storage bin in WM, we cannot map that XYZ coordinate anywhere, but that is possible in EWM. In EWM, we create aisle stack level, and there we can assign XYZ coordinate also. And that XYZ coordinate is provided again by the business. Business provides us XYZ coordinate. Okay. All right. Again, XYZ coordinates staff. The warehouse staff doesn't follow this XYZ coordinate. Okay. Okay. They just look into aisle stack level. That's it. They will just look into the bin number. They are not going into the depth of what is XYZ coordinate. This is just for your information. I'm telling you that this XYZ coordinate mapping with the bin is not available in WM, but it is available in EWM. In EWM, they have created XYZ coordinate in the bin definition. But here the bin definition is normal one number. That number is aisle stack level. That's it. Okay. In WM, we do not have so many information in the bin, but in EWM, we have a lot of information in the bin. Okay. All right. Here it is just a number. In WM, it's just a number, aisle stack level with one bin type. Bin type we discussed yesterday. It is 1 meter, 2 meter bin, 3 meter bin, 5 meter bin. Okay. Right. Like that. So that is the bin type. Let me know if you have any doubts. Okay. Storage bin can define the following additional characteristics of the storage bin: maximum weight, total capacity. Okay, fire section, storage bin type. Okay, so these many information is still available in the storage bin. Okay, we have this piece of information is available as a bin type. With the bin type, we can control it's a 1 meter bin, 2 meter bin, 5 meter bin. So while searching, while placing the goods, or while picking, the system will just look into the bin type first. System will look into the capacity first of that bin, maximum weight it can hold, or it's a fire section or not. Okay. So these parameters will be checked first by the system. Okay. Whatever the information you can see here. If my bin is not that much capacity, my stock is 100 kg, but my bin maximum capacity in the weight is, it can hold only 10 kg. So system will check that bin capacity first. So every bin have some characteristics or the parameter associated. So while placing the stock on those bins, system will check the capacity. Okay, system will check this parameter, maximum weight, capacity. Okay, the bin type, whether it's a it's a 1 meter bin, 2 meter bin, it's a lower bin or the higher bin. Okay, these parameter will be checked by the system before placing the goods in the bin. Okay, system will follow the bin numbers. Okay, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, but while creating the bins, we can have these parameters different. So system will keep on checking, tracing the bin with the number 1 bin, number 2 bin, number 3 bin. System will follow that sequence. But after following the sequence, system will check these parameters first before placing the goods. Okay. If these parameters are not matched, system will skip that bin and will come to the next number. All right.
So, Samir, what is the difference between maximum weight and total capacity? For example, the example that you gave, like 100 kg, that exceeds the maximum weight. But does that also mean that it exceeds the total capacity, or essentially we are talking about numbers here in capacity?
Capacity is just a number. Okay, it doesn't have
So
any.
maybe 10 quantity of 10 kg each. Is that what it means?
No. Again, maximum weight or volume, it has unit of measure, right? Kg or meter. Now capacity is a number without any unit of measure. Now capacity could be anything. Okay, it is a business defined field actually, the capacity. All right. SAP has given this field capacity as a normal placeholder. The business can use this capacity to define, because in the warehouse, if you this is not always a case, but in some of the business practice you will find they are using some kind of an index, that they are using, but that index we cannot have any unit of measure associated. So that index, for example, the bins with some index of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so system has to check the index also. Index is 2, then place the goods of this category in this. If the stock is 4, okay, this stock will go for the index with 4, like that. So these are the indexes, so which we are defining as a capacity. It doesn't have any unit of measure. It is a business defined capacity, which have their own, way of calculating the capacity. That is not any unit of measure. All right. So this is a free field actually, that total capacity. Again, now how we will check that my stock or the material will have that capacity or not? So the same capacity field we will find in the stock and the handling unit also, this capacity word, without any unit of measure. Okay. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Capacity is without any unit of measure. It's a business defined index, you can say. Business defined index. Okay. So while collecting the requirement, we also should look into this kind of a parameter. That's why the SAP want, we should not focus only upon the weight and the volume. Business may have their own way of measuring the capacity or something, some indexes. So that also we should take care. So that's why the total capacity word has been given. And this is not only on in here. We'll have this the capacity calculation in the handling unit also. Okay. All right. Let me know if you have any further questions. Give me just 1 minute. Okay.
One more question. So,
Please.
in terms of fire containment section, I mean, I understand we are talking about hazardous here, but there could be also cases of spillage. So why isn't it termed here like I mean, just for fire containment? Why are we classifying that section separately? Could be some spillage section, or could be some air pollution section, something like that.
Exactly. So when we come, this is only for this, in this PPT they have given as an example.
Okay, example. Okay.
Okay. But when we come to the SAP screen, there you will find only section.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Now if you have a look at this create storage bin, you can see here it has been given number, storage type, storage bins. Bin you can see 010109 aisle stack level, and one section has been given. Okay. Then you will have this maximum capacity, and you can see the total capacity. Okay, total capacity, which is just an index. Okay, and this fire containment section which has been given here. Okay, now again, to take your example, this fire containment section, it is not only for the fire or the hazardous material. We can use this for the spillage or anything. Okay, just in the even in the SAP screen they have given this, but we can use it for the other purpose also. Okay, they have given this as an example, the fire containment section, right?
Ajay, one more follow-up question on this capacity. Is this, I understand what you mentioned about index, but is that indexation actually linked in any way to weight, maximum weight? For example, in this case, what is it 1 million, right, kg? So 1 million kg, let's say 2, that is fulfilled. Or, I mean, how is that? Or it's an individual entity, total capacity?
Total capacity. Look, if we are driving some formula like weight and multiply with 9, then divided by 5, and then we are adding something. Okay, then we are adding some capacity. So that driving, the formula, that formula has to taken care by the business manually in their Excel sheets. Okay, SAP will not drive any formula. Okay, SAP will just take that formula and whatever the calculation which is coming, that as a capacity. Okay, that they have to fill here. Okay. Right. So for example, now again, you gave an example where the capacity is having some formula on the weight. Okay. So let's say one capacity is equal to 1.2 into whatever the weight is.
Okay.
So 0.2 into whatever the weight. So that has to taken care by the business manually. Okay, and they have to give me the final capacity.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Okay.
SAP will not calculate anything. So for SAP, the capacity is and without any unit of measure. Okay, when you are doing 1.2 into weight, we are just taking the weight number only, without any kg or without any. So what unit of measure, what formula, that is a business understanding that business has to take care. Okay. All right. And we can take any field. It is not only the maximum weight, any formula they can have, any indexes. Okay.
So Samir, on basis on weight, there must be like a system. So if you are putting 1000 kg, right, as a maximum weight, that means that particular storage bin cannot exceed more than 1000 weight. Okay. So
Correct.
once you put a material onto that storage bin, if 1000 bin is exhausted, then you cannot put more weight, and system will throw an error. Correct.
Exactly. Right.
Now coming to total capacity, is there some capacity also? So suppose, is there any restriction or some system restrictions or error that it stopped based on capacity also? It's because you mentioned it's a free text, right? It's a business free text.
Exactly. Right.
Does it?
Yeah. So same for capacity also. We have the capacity check in the strategy. Okay, there is a flag in the strategy when we'll come to the strategy. If we enable that flag, that time the capacity check will happen. Okay. And that time, again, the capacity check comparison will happen. And if capacity check is crossing, the system will not throw any error actually. System will go to the next bin. Okay, system will bypass that bin, it will go to the next bin.
Just like for maximum weight it will do, similarly it will do total capacity also.
Yes. Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Comparison is just like weight and volume. Okay, we have. Okay. All right. And every bin is, or you also have a look that is having one storage bin type field. Okay, this just under the fire container section, you have storage bin type. Now this bin will let the staff know about what kind of a bin is this. It's a 1 meter height, 2 meter height, 3 meter height. Okay, their system is not going to check anything. Okay, if the stock is suppose it's a bin 1 meter bin and the stock is having a kind of a object which is 2 meter or 3 meter, system is not going to compare anything here. Okay, it is just for the staff information purpose. That storage bin type we have created, it's a 1 meter bin, 2 meter bin or 3 meter bin. Okay, so the staff will come to know, okay, this is a bin capacity or the maximum weight that will be compared and handled by the system itself. But what is the height where there's a lower bin or it's a higher bin, 1 meter or the 15 meter or 50 meter, that is just for the information purpose, and that will be taken care by the bin type. All right. Okay. In EWM, this bin type have more definition. There, the bin type is doing more things. Okay, it is all the calculation driving in terms of height, width, volume. Okay, the system is doing that check with the bin type in EWM, but in WM we doesn't have any bin type. Is not doing anything actually. It is just giving the information to the staff. It's a 1 meter bin, it's a 50 meter bin, 60 meter bin, like that. Ideally, it should compare. It should compare the width, height, and give the staff a message that this stock cannot be placed in this bin. So, and the system should automatically should decide which bin the staff should go, which is matching this particular height, width, etc. So that automation is happening in EWM, but not here in WM. Okay. So here the bin type is only for the information purpose. It will just tell that this particular bin is how much height. Okay, if we are making the bin type with height, we can have bin type any text. It is kind of a text only. Okay, any text you want, that kind of a category. Generally, we use this bin type for making the 1 meter bin, 2 meter bin, like that parameter only in WM. Okay, as a text. Okay. All right.
Samir, for
Yeah.
this storage bin coordinates like 010109. So essentially it is level, stack, and aisle. So when we say 09 is the aisle, how will the material be kept at 9 coordinates from?
No, it's a aisle stack level. Okay. When we talk about when we come to this warehouse nomenclature, right? Then it's an aisle stack. Okay. Aisle is, you are just imagine you are yourself standing in front of rack. Okay. Now you come here. You're entering in the warehouse, and while entering in the warehouse, you are entering from here. Right. Okay. So this will become your first aisle, where the entire rack is there. And under that rack, this is your levels, and okay, horizontal, and the vertical section is stack. But you're standing, you're watching this. So you're watching from this side. So this depth is your aisle. You can understand, right? It's a huge structure. Okay, you're watching from this side. So this is you're standing at the Z coordinate. So that is your aisle actually. Okay.
Okay. So like when we say 010109, so where will the material be placed here in this?
So 01 is your first aisle. Okay. When we say 010109. Okay. So 01 is your first aisle. Okay. 01 is your first aisle. It means your first, generally for the entire rack, we say it as it's the first aisle. In parallel, let's say you have another high rack. This is your another high rack. It is in parallel to that rack. So that is your second aisle. Okay, now we are talking about 01, 01, 09. You're watching this rack from here. This is your first rack, aisle number 1. Okay, in which another number is 01 again. 01, 01, 09. So 01 is your aisle stack level. So 01 is your stack. This is your first stack, vertical
Okay.
space. And then 09. 09 will be your horizontal space like this. After 6, 7, 8, 9, you have here 9. Let's say number 9 is here. Okay, so this will become you're talking about this one. Okay.
Okay.
You're talking about this. Okay. This is my number 010109. So just
Okay.
imagine you have one rack. When you enter the warehouse, you can see 3 racks in parallel. Okay.
Okay.
Number 1, rack number 2, aisle number 2, rack number 3, aisle number 3. Okay. Now business can use any nomenclature. Okay, they can use ABC also. The aisle A, aisle B, aisle C also. So we can have the alphanumeric too. Okay. It is not only always about the number. But stack and level will be number. Majorly it is number. But yeah, we can make the alphanumeric for the stack and level also. For example, if I say this one, this number, so what it will become? My aisle number is 01 dash stack is A. My stack is A. Then level is 6. Talking about this. Number 6. So this is, you can 1. Sorry, aisle is 1, 01. Stack is A. Level is 6. Okay, so I'm talking about this particular bin. So I'm telling here that this could be alphanumeric also. Okay, anything. Stack could be alphanumeric, level could be alphanumeric, aisle could be alphanumeric. So it's alphanumeric. It is not always numeric. Okay, but majorly you will find businesses using comfortable in numeric. Okay, keeping in numeric. Okay. Aisle you may find alphanumeric like aisle A, aisle B, aisle C like that. Okay. But and now you must be thinking about how the increment will happen. How the increment will happen after A, B, C. So if you are incrementing by 1, so A will become B, B will become C. If you are adding 1 into A plus 1 is B, B plus 1 is C. Okay, like that. Like that, the warehouse system will work. We know 1 plus 1 is 2. So that is numeric addition we know. But in warehouse, A plus 1 is B, A plus 2 is C, and A plus 3 is D. Like that we have to understand. Okay. Because this addition, this increment, this addition is called the increment. And we are going to discuss that concept of incrementing. Increment. Okay. All right. Let me know if you guys have any doubt understanding this. So in warehouse, we have to understand how to increase. And this concept is only for the storage bin. Okay, whatever we are discussing. So in warehouse, we have to follow that if we are incrementing A with 1, so it will become B. If I am incrementing A with 2, okay, then it will become C. If I'm incrementing A, okay, with 3, right, with 3, so it will become D. All right. This addition is called incrementing. Incrementing by 1, increment by 2, or increment by 3. This entire structure we are going to discuss in the storage bin only. Okay. All right. Let me know if any questions are there. All right. Fine. Let's discuss further about the storage bin. Now we are coming on the picking area. What is picking area? Okay. So picking area in SAP Logistics is a section of the storage type where all the picking activity of an organization unit are carried out. Okay. Picking area group together the multiple storage bin on the basis of their picking strategies and also on their counterpart to the storage section, which group bin from the view of put away strategy. Okay. Pick point. We also call it as a pick point. Okay. So what we'll do, we'll create one section. Again, section is a logical concept. Okay, logical concept. So what happened? For example, just imagine yourself as a staff, warehouse staff, and you have a high rack there. Okay, generally what we do, and I ask you to, okay, you go and pick around let's say 50 objects. So what we'll do, we'll go with the one picking cart. Okay, one picking cart, and we'll be keeping just like how we do the shopping. Okay, we go and collect the grocery. We will be having one cart with us, right? Picking cart, like trolley. We'll be having one trolley or the picking cart with us, and then you will pick the object and keep it in your trolley. That trolley is called the picking cart. Okay, so you'll pick the object and put in your picking cart one by one. Okay, now your trolley is full. So what you will do, you need another trolley, another picking cart, because you have around 50 objects to pick. And in 20 objects, your trolley is full. So what you will do? You're not going to, because after picking, what we have to do? We have to put it in the staging area. Okay, we have to put the entire object in the staging area for loading in the truck. Okay, so what you will do? Suppose if you are doing shopping also, same scenario. If you're doing shopping, I ask you to buy 100 object, and just in the 50 object, your trolley is full. So what you will do? You will go to the billing section, do the billing of those 50 object, and then you come back again. And then you start picking the 50 object in the next trolley. Are we doing like that? No, right? What we'll do, if our trolley is full, we'll keep it at one place near the billing section or near some section. Some section will be there where it's a random section. For us, we are just doing shopping. We are not in the warehouse. We are just placing that trolley somewhere, and then we pick the another trolley. We start buying and picking in the next trolley. And then once we are done with the shopping of those 100 objects, we take both the trolleys to the billing section and we do the billing of both the trolleys. Right? This is what we follow. Now, the thing to observe here is when you are using the second trolley, the first trolley you kept it somewhere. Okay, for temporary time unless okay, you have the you're finishing your all the 100 objects picking. You kept the first trolley somewhere. Okay. So now imagine this situation in the warehouse, and warehouse is not a shopping complex. It is just a warehouse is a very disciplined way of storing the things. It means in this situation we need one section. That section is called the picking area. Okay, that section is called the picking area. So what happens when the staff will go for the picking, and if they have to pick the 100 objects, they will go with their picking cart, and they will pick and they will keep all the stuff in the picking area unless they finish the entire picking of all the objects. They will come to the picking area. Okay, and after the picking is done, they will come with their big truck. They're putting all those objects in those trucks and going to the staging area for loading on the trucks. Okay.
Samir, I have a question. So here, if you say picking area, then is it like a 902 staging area from where it is before?
No, No.
Like
No.
901, 900 and 902 you mentioned above, right? Staging area before picking and before loading and after unloading.
No. Staging area. This picking area is before that staging area. Okay. So this picking area is near the racks only. Okay. Staging area is near the door. Because as I said, the loading or unloading will happen near the staging area. Okay. So staging area means we are talking about the picking. We are talking about the outbound scenario. And in the outbound scenario, we are talking about the goods issue staging area. Now, goods issue staging area will be near the door. Okay. Because the truck will come at the door of the warehouse. So staging area is near the door. And after staging, directly loading will start happening. Via door, the loading will happen on the truck. All right. Okay.
Okay.
But picking area is near racks. Picking area is near the racks. One section they must have created near the racks. And it is not only one picking area. Okay. Each within 2 racks, they will have a picking area. Within 2 racks, okay, they will have one picking area. Or even it is one rack, near the rack only they have a picking area. Okay. So they will pick, they will keep it at this picking area. They will pick it, they will keep it at the picking area because staff has a lot of things to pick together. They are going there. It is not something that's only a single object they have to pick. 100 objects, 100 boxes they have to pick, and they will keep it in the picking area. So it is not exactly as a staging area. Staging area is for, as I said, it is associated with the loading, unloading, and staging area is at the door. Staging area is at the door. Picking
So
area
Samir,
is near.
yeah. So
Yeah.
basically, if I want to put a scenario, if you have a self storage, okay, and that self storage is entirely a picking area, there are various types of goods kept on that particular shelf, which is a picking area. Okay, your truck is there at the door, and all those goods that are kept on the picking area needs to be transported to the customer. Okay, this is scenario. Now, if there are certain goods that I need to transport into cold storage, I'll pick up those cold storage items. Suppose a frozen item, I'll pick from the shelf, from the
Right.
picking area, and I need to load it on my truck, right? So do I
Right.
need to keep that on the staging areas because I know that's this particular frozen area, frozen foods, right? Frozen goods needs to be directly loaded on my truck. So why
Mhm.
that unnecessary step is there that I need to pick from staging, picking area, then keep it on the staging area again, just
Right.
to show it in SAP system that okay, I have picked the goods from picking area, kept
Mhm.
those goods on the staging uh, 902 or 901, okay, at a staging area, then picking it again and storing it on the truck.
Right.
Why this unnecessary? I can directly pick up from picking area and directly load on truck. Why I do not need a storage. I'm just putting that example. I mean, real scenario.
So I understand. Basically, you mentioned one example, and this example is you're referring about picking one object that is going to your cold, picking from the cold storage. Okay, and you're keeping in the picking area. You have collected all the related object, and from the picking area, you can directly load from the
Yeah, I
truck.
have. Yeah, I have my forklift. I'm picking all my goods, frozen goods. I can directly load to my truck now. I don't need to keep storage area just to
Right.
make an entry in the SAP that okay, I have kept those into a staging section and then
Now, I got the example. In this example, there are few assumptions that you are making. You are assuming the truck is already there on the door. Okay. You're assuming the truck is already there on the road, on the door. But it is not like that. We pick the goods, and truck is a planning, transportation planning. And suppose if 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. today, the trucks will come. Okay. When the truck is already came at 3 o'clock, is it a good idea to go and now start picking and now pick and load on the truck? Obviously, when the truck is about to reach the warehouse, it will come at the door exactly at 3 p.m. And that loading window is only 1 hour. That loading window is 1 hour. Truck is not only for single object, only one box, right? Truck, you'll have a lot of boxes. Okay, truck is a full capacity load. We are doing that load, right? Full capacity load. So it means when the truck is coming on the door, way before, if it is coming 3 p.m., so by 12 p.m. or by earlier than that, by 10 p.m. in the morning, 10 a.m. in the morning, your picking should have finished. Okay, your picking should have finished. So this is the process. When the truck is about to come, picking should have finished by that time. Okay. Then it means in your example, you're assuming the truck is already there on the door. It is not like that. That's why we need a staging area. After picking, you have to keep it on the staging area where it will wait. I just give you an analogy to understand. When we go to the airport, you are about to board the flight. You wait in the waiting area, right? That waiting area is your staging area. Now you're thinking about an example where the flight is already there and people are directly boarding. Yeah, if you are coming that time and you got late or because of some reason, you will directly go in the flight. That is the exceptional scenario, right? Where because of some reason we get late and the boarding has started. At that moment you are coming, so we'll stand in the queue, directly go in the flight.
Yeah, correct. No, so I mean, when I say this scenario can also happen wherein your truck is there at the doorstep, and now you can directly pick up from the pickup area and directly load on the truck. No need to. So will SAP allow that, or will it ask no? You first keep it on the staging area and then you move your stock on the truck. Is it like that, or you can directly move from picking area to?
No,
This is what my.
in SAP, it will follow the process. Although, if you talk about this exception scenario, yeah, we can pick and we can directly put on the load, put on those what we say truck. But again, in actual practice also, okay, in real time also, after picking, you will come to the staging area and you will leave it. In the staging area, they still have to scan and do the scanning and everything. This staging is a process. The staging process they have to finish in the real time also. Then they will allow you to put on the load on the truck. Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In SAP also, it will not allow. You have to come to 910, sorry, for the goods issue staging area. Right. So staging is one of the process that has to be finished. So good has to come to 910 via staging area to the loading on the truck. Okay. Just like you can assume staging as like after waiting in the waiting area, they will check your ticket site, then only you can board the flight. So the ticket checking still will happen, then only you can board the flight. Like that. Just giving an analogy to understand. Okay, so when we are talking about the staging area, so it's for everyone. That staging area, we are holding the goods way before the truck actually arrives, because truck loading or unloading has a shipping, and it is not only one truck in a day. It is a series of truck which is kept on coming. The truck has to wait in the parking area for their turn. Okay, so truck are keep on waiting in the parking area. The driver, they keep on waiting in the parking area for their turn. When their turn will come, it's a proper shipping window. In that shipping window, only loading and unloading will happen. Okay, and that's it. So it means the picking we have to finish before the truck actually comes at the door. Okay, so that's why we have the staging area. And staging is not only for temporarily waiting. After the staging, they also have to do all the scanning and the paperwork for all the objects. Okay, and those paperwork only they will hand over, right? Hand over to the driver. All right. Okay. Now, I thought of giving one picture. This is all the EWM slide. we are not starting EWM, but I thought of giving one picture here. Okay, so that you guys can understand. Whenever we are talking about the scenarios, so you can see here how we should look at the picture. 1 minute is loading. Yeah. And now you can see here this entire this square is your rectangular square. This is your warehouse, and you can see the door. These are the trucks, which you can see the red and the white boxes, right? At door 11, 12, 13, 14. These are the doors. Okay. Door number 13 and 14. This is your 902, your staging area. Okay, which I'm highlighting with my cursor. This is your good receipt staging area. And just above door number 11, 12, where the loading will happen on the truck. It is your goods issue staging area. Okay. Then after this, you can see on one more rectangular section, the pallet storage or these storage. These are your racks, high racks and other racks. Okay. And where the picking area will be? Picking area will be near to these racks only. Okay. Where you can see the small storage, pallet storage, etc. Picking area will be near to these. So that the staff will pick the object, will keep it temporarily. Temporarily means because they have to finish the entire picking. Then after picking all the 100 objects or whatever the objects, they will bring that big cart or the big truck or something like that. Okay. A vehicle, so that from there they can directly take it to the 910. Okay, goods issue staging area. All right. Since staff has a capacity, and it is not always that we have to come to the picking area. Okay, picking area is for certain cases only, where the staff is already have lot of objects to pick, so they can keep it in the picking area one place. Then they can, from the picking area, they can do the entire picking of the object, and they will go to the goods issue staging area. All right. Hope this picture is clear. Let me know if any doubts are there. So picking area we understand. Okay, and it is only for outbound, as we say, it's a picking. Okay, it's only for outbound. Then we have a storage unit. Now, although we are not covering this topic in hands-on, but still for the overview, like we have a handling unit. Okay, we also have a concept of storage unit. Right now, storage unit is an alternate for the unit of measure. Okay. All right. So storage unit is like an handling unit. It will have a external or the internal number range. Okay. But as a definition, the storage unit management in warehouse enable optimizing the warehouse capacity, control the material flow by utilizing the storage unit within the warehouse. And it's a logical grouping of one or several amount of material, pallet, container. Okay. That based on some certain criteria, it can be grouped together. So storage unit in itself is a group of further handling units, grouping of handling units. Okay, grouping of handling units or the grouping of pallet, container based on certain criteria. Okay, and why we are making the storage unit? Storage unit again for the picking optimization, the loading optimization actually. Okay, so that all you can see in the last point, storage unit can be either for homogeneous material, contain one material item, or the mixed. Okay, so there are some certain criteria based on the material characteristics or based on the handling units. Okay, number range or the number series we can group together and we call it as a one storage unit. All right. Okay. And this is not for the placement. Again, this is again for the outbound. Storage unit is generally used for the outbound. But if we are enabling the storage unit for the outbound, for the placement also, we have to generate one storage unit number. Okay. And you can see here, for the homogeneous or the mixed material, we can create the storage unit. placing the material into the storage units on a specific ID point we have to create in the warehouse. Now further steps we yet to discuss, like creating the, as we discussed, is the one-liner for the transfer order. Any movement of the stock or the handling units or the storage unit is done by the transfer orders. Okay, it could be inbound to warehouse, outbound to warehouse, or within the warehouse. Any kind of a movement is taken place by creating one document, transfer order document. Same is applicable for the storage unit also. If you are moving, we need a transfer order. Okay. Now transferring the whole storage unit, adding the stock and display the content of the storage unit, printing that storage unit. So this entire part is we are covering as a specific functionality, which we call it as a storage unit management. Okay, storage unit management. Okay. Okay. Now, this concept, the quant, it is important concept to understand. Okay, what is the quant? Okay, quant is if I give you an analogy to understand, okay, then you can just recollect the definition of atom. We all know the definition of atom is the smallest undividable unit, right? That is called the atom. Similarly, in the warehouse, we have the smallest undivided, but you can further divide. Okay, that is quant. Okay, so the definition, this is a stock of any material, the same feature as one storage bin. System manage different batches as a different quants. Quantity of the quant can be increased on addition to stock. Quant can be created, deleted on the goods movement. Okay. In the quant record, the system manage the data of the material group in the quant that include the quant identification, plant, material number, batch, stock category, special stock and number. Okay. Now, the table for this quant is, you guys note down, the table for the quant is LQUA. Okay, the table is LQUA for the quants. Okay, now let's discuss what is quant. For example, I have a material mat -1 or 001. I'm doing the GR of how much pieces? 5 pieces. Okay, this will make one quant of 5 pieces. Okay, and let's say these 5 pieces are getting stored here. Five pieces of this material. Okay, 5 pieces of this material. Now, same material, okay, same material, again I'm doing GR of 7 pieces. Okay, and now there are few strategy. Okay, I will, as of now, we are going to discuss the strategy later part, but yeah, for this example, I have to tell you, so I'll give you in the brief. There are 2 things in the strategy. How to place the stock, addition to existing stock or empty bin. Okay, 2 things, addition to existing stock or empty bin. If you are saying addition to existing stock, so the same material M1, okay, same material mat 001, it is going to add with the existing, wherever the existing it is available. It is available here, 5 pieces. So what it will do, the system will add 7 also here. This is called addition to existing stock. And the next is empty bin. Empty bin means system will not add the stock on the bin, which bin is already full. Or full means where the stock is already there. If it is not empty, it will look for the empty bin. It will go to the next and it will place the 7 pieces here. The next empty bin. Okay. So hope you guys have understood these two kind of a placement of stock. Addition to existing stock. Okay. Or empty bin. Now, I just remove this. I'll give you another material. We are again doing GR. Okay. And this time I am doing the GR of 21 pieces. Okay, 21 pieces. But material is different. Huh? Material is mat 02. Now, if I say addition to existing stock, and this is 5 pieces of material M1. 5 pieces of first material, mat 1. Okay, addition to existing stock. And suppose here also we have M2. Let's say 1 piece. Addition to existing stock. So what I'm doing now? I'm doing GR of another material, mat 2. How much pieces? 21 pieces. My strategy I'm taking is addition to existing stock. So if I'm doing the placement addition to existing stock, what will happen? Where it is going to add? Anyone? Just try. Addition to existing stock.
In the sixth cell, because there we have M2. Yeah.
Yes, the answer is correct. But let me know why it is not adding at 1. Here we also have the stock, right? And we are saying addition to existing stock.
There's stock of different material. Isn't it?
Exactly. Right. So the answer is correct. Reason is also correct. Okay. So it is going to add at number 6. Yeah.
I have a question. But how system? So system will identify based on the material that is stored in A1 storage bin, and it will decide, and it will tell system will prompt that no, this is not correct bin, or it will automatically tell me that no, go and put it in A6 because you have a M2 there.
No, system will check from the beginning. It will check from the bin number 1. Okay.
Okay.
And it will check what material. If it is a different material, it will just simply bypass. It will go to the next bin. Next bin is empty.
Now my question is, if I have like suppose screws, right? A type of screw, right? So there are n number of screws, right, available. So for every type of screw that I have, will I create a bin? There are so many screws, right? 1 inch, quarter inch, half inch, 2 inch. There is a minus Phillips screw, minus screw, flat head.
Right.
So how many bins I will have to create then?
Every type of screw you said, in the system you are making different material, right? M1, M2, M3, M4, M5. Correct?
Yeah, but okay. But for that also, I suppose you are talking about one screw only. But that varies in like suppose inches, right? 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch. It is all screw is same type, but it is just difference in inch, right? So are we creating a different, and all those inch screws comes in packet, right? 100 pieces, 200 pieces, or 500 pieces. You cannot have a five screws or 10 screw like that.
Right.
So how are you gonna manage these screws? And same with bolts. So MRO items generally, okay, it falls in same categories like inches. They keep changes on inches. Maybe type could be same. Chalo, okay, flat head. Course this much, and this is a screw point headed this, So this is a general specification of your material. This is one type of material, but still it changes their inches.
Right. So the answer is, again, you said all the screws are different in the inch size. Okay. So in the system, are you creating same material number for all those screws? This is my question to you. Material number, MM01 material number. Material number will be different, right? Screws
Okay.
is MM01 will be different. Simple. If a material number is different, system will identify based on the material number. If my screw with the material number 5 inches screw, I'm making the material number M5.
But this will not be so suppose like in if you go in retail industry, suppose like wherein you have shirt, so you have a product code same, right?
Mm-hmm.
Product code is same, okay, your material code is same, but it can vary. Variant, you have many number of variants, suppose a different color, different size. So these are variant, these are various SKUs you call, right? So material number is still same.
Right.
So
Yeah, material.
how I mean,
So if material number is same, okay, if you're talking about this apparel industry, is the system will follow only material number. It will not follow the characteristics of that material. Okay. This addition to existing stock will happen only on the material number. For your example, if I'm saying shirt is my material number 100. And it can vary in size, large, small, everything. It can vary in size. Okay. But my system, the addition to existing stock will follow only the material number. If it is a material 100, doesn't matter it's what kind of size, it is going to add in the same way.
okay.
Right. The characteristics, etc. It will not follow. Only the material number. Okay. If the material number is same, it is going to add, like in our example, we took M2, MAT2. It is going to add, it will trace from the bin number 1. Bin number 1 is a different material. It will come to the bin number 2. Bin number 2 is empty. Bin number 3 is empty. So it first of all, it will check where that in any bin do we have the same material number. Yeah, we found in the bin number 6. We found the same material number M2. It is going to add there. Okay. But in case if that material is not available in the entire rack, so what it will do, it will follow the empty bin strategy. What is that empty bin strategy? Empty bin strategy is it will follow from the bin number 1, 2, 3, 4, wherever the empty bin found, it will put the material there. If the bin is not empty, it will simply bypass and jump to the next bin, searching for the next empty bin. So this is empty bin. So addition to existing stock will follow the addition to existing stock, but if same material not found in any of the bin, it will follow the empty bins. Okay. Clear, guys? Let me know if any questions are there. Okay. And why I'm telling you all this empty bin and etc. Because I have to explain you the concept of quant. I won't be able to explain you in detail the quant unless we discuss all this. Okay. So the quant now, what is the quant? So in MAT2, I'm going to add these 21 pieces here, right? 21 pieces because we are following addition to existing stock. So it will add 21 pieces here. Now, what is the quant? Quant is this individual unit M2, one piece is one quant. So in the system, it is going to create and if you come to the bin stock check, it will tell you the M2 is total 22 pieces are there. But if you come at the quant level, so the quant level is system has created 2 quant here, which with 1 piece and another is 21 piece, 2 quant, because quant will have the GR date also. Quant will have the GR date. So my material M2, which is already 1 pieces, will have some GR date from the past, and 21 pieces, this GR we are doing it today. So this quant will have the GR date for today. Okay. So the quant concept you have to understand. Now when the picking will come, suppose now customer order M2 15 pieces. Okay, 15 pieces. So for the picking, what we do? We have to follow a strategy, last in, first out, or first in, first out. Let's say we are following the last in, first out. So if you are following last in, first out, LIFO, now this FIFO and LIFO, I believe you guys understand. Okay. LIFO, FIFO, last in, first out, first in, first out. As a normal, as a queue structure, this you guys know, right? Whatever is coming last, it will go out. So it's a LIFO. What is coming first, it will go out. Then it's a FIFO. So let's say we are following the LIFO, last in, first out. So last in means the quant with one piece. It will be picked first. Quant with one piece. It will be picked first. Then this quant of 21 pieces will be picked second, and it will be blocked. It will be locked. Okay. While picking will be happening, for the picking and the picking in progress, so these two quant will be locked. And now at the same moment, another picking request came for M2 for 2 pieces. Okay. First picking request came for 15 pieces. What happens? It locked both the quant of 1 piece and the quant of 21 pieces. It locked both the quant. These two are locked in one picking request. Now at the same time, another pick request came of 2 pieces. Although the stock is there, but these quant are still not released. These quants are locked. So this picking request cannot be entertained. The system will give you a message that the no stock are there, no stock. So this is the concept, this example I'm giving you to understand the concept of quant. Although when you come to the stock level, the stock of the M2 is, if you check in the LS26, LS26 is a T code to check the stock, like you have MMBE. For your stock check, the system will show. Okay, for your stock check, the system will show that stock in the bin number 6 is 22 pieces. The total stock of M2 is how much? 22 pieces. But this is the total stock. But how many quants? There are 2 quants, because quant are differentiated with their good receipt date. There are 2 quants. One quant, 1 piece. Let's say it's a 15 days back with GR date, and one is 21 pieces. It's a current date, 2 days date. 2 quant. Now when the picking request will come of 15 pieces, and we are following the strategy, what strategy we are following? LIFO, last in, first out. So obviously it will lock the quant number 1 first, and then it will also lock the quant number 21. Why? Because it's a 15 pieces. So the 1 piece it will take from here in the first quant, and the second piece it will take from quant number 21 pieces, 14 pieces. But system will keep them locked. System will lock these 2 quant. When we confirm the transfer order, okay, when we confirm the transfer order, that time system is going to release. System will then release this quant, and in that case, this quant will be completely deleted or consumed. And this quant number 21, okay, this will stay, and it will reduce the quantity to 14 pieces. Okay, when we release it, okay, after lock, we have to release, or you can say that when the transfer order is confirmed. When the transfer order is confirmed, then the final situation will be Q1 is already consumed. Only you have quant. You have only quant, which is with 14 pieces. The quant number 2, which we have with the GR date today. Okay, this quant is left with the second quant with the 21 pieces. It has GR date today. So this will left with only 14 pieces. And now when this picking request will come, so picking request is going to lock this Q14. It will lock it. Until unless it's get confirmed, it will lock it. Meanwhile, one more picking request will come of another 2 pieces, or let's say 3 pieces. So system will say no stock. Why? Because although the stock is there, 14 pieces are there, but it is locked. Till the time this quant is released, this stock is not available. Okay, so understand the concept of quant. Every quant, so every GR in the system will create one quant, and every picking will lock the quants. Okay, it will lock the quants. Complete quant it will lock. Okay, it will not only the partial quantity. Okay, and after, yeah,
Samir,
after that,
I have a
yeah.
couple of questions here. So when we are saying LIFO,
Yeah.
so one quantity came before and then 21 came later. So shouldn't 21 be considered first? Because 21 was in last. Or
Yeah. Sorry, can you please repeat again? I just missed that.
yeah. So I'm saying like in the LIFO strategy, which means last in. So last in today's date was 21.
Sorry, I have to make it FIFO when I get confused.
It's
Actually,
FIFO. Yeah.
the one has to go out for FIFO.
Yeah.
First in. Yeah. Okay.
And one more doubt, like in the picking request of 15 pieces.
Yeah.
So in this case, like, okay, the scenario will change. Yeah. Fine. It will be like only from 21 pieces.
Right. I want to lock the past, whatever the past GR done, I want to lock that first.
So when we are saying confirm means it's confirmed for picking, you are saying?
It means the picking has been done.
Okay. And the rest will be released.
Rest will be released. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So the quant will left with only that much quantity. Okay.
Correct.
Till the time the picking request come, it will check. Basically these quantity will be locked in the system. That will not be available for the next picking request until unless confirm is there. Okay, transfer order confirm is there. Got it?
Yeah. Got it.
So quant we have to understand. That's why I gave you the table also, so that the moment you are doing the GR, so you come to this table. Okay, LQUA table. So when you come to this table, you will find how many quants are created in this GR. So system will show you a lot of quants in the same bin, with a lot of quants. Although just by looking at the picture, we are just saying, okay, addition to existing stock, it is going to add the stock. Okay, total stock is 22 pieces. Yeah, total stock is 22 pieces, but at the system level, it is still a quant. So that's why we are comparing quant with an atom. Okay, it's an indivisible space. Okay, the quant. All right. And quant, I told you, every quant will have a GR date and how it will behave at the picking. Okay, sometime you will find the kind of a tickets that stock is still there, but we is still saying it is still saying no stock available. So that time we have to come and check this way, that how many quants are there and how many quants are locked in what picking request. So it will show all the transport order. Picking request is your transport order actually. Okay. So what transfer order it has been, all the picking has been done. It will show that. So we'll understand, okay, these many quants are blocked. And this everything you can check it out where? In one table, LQUA table. At the table level, you have to work in this kind of a tickets. Okay, LQUA table. Let me know if any doubts are there. So clear? Quant is clear to everyone? Okay. Let's go back. All right. So what etc. quant will have other than the GR date? Quant will have the batch number also. Okay, so every batch, and you know the example which I gave you, there are 2 GR I did, one for 1 piece, 21 pieces like that. Okay, suppose this you are doing with a batch number. Okay, for the same product you have a batch 1, batch 2 like that. So the quant will be differentiated by the batch number also. One quant, one batch number, second quant, second batch number like that. Okay. So at the time of picking, okay, if the picking is happening and we need the picking of 15 pieces from batch, let's say this is the batch 3. And this time we need the 15 pieces from batch number 3, batch 3. All right. And this quant 1 is of batch 1 and this quant 21 is of batch 3. So what will happen this time? This quant 1 will not be considered. Okay. This quant 1 will not be considered. System is going to lock only the quant with 21 pieces because this quant with 21 pieces is having batch number 3 here. Okay, this is going to create the Q quant with 21 pieces. Okay, with batch number 3. And when the picking will happen, system is going to lock the quant with that batch number Q21 only. At this moment, Q1 will not be considered. Okay. All right. So quant will have this batch number. Similarly, the stock category, special stock indicator, that also we have to consider while considering the locking of batch. Okay. So during the picking, quant you guys understood, along with the quant, further parameter like batch number, special stock category, that also we have to consider. That system will say, okay, the stock is there, why it is still not picking? Because we also have to check if the quant is already locked, and if the quants are not locked, then we have to check the batch number. We have to check whether the quant is of special stock category. Okay, special stock indicator or number. These things we have to check, right? Because material number could be same, but it could be special stock or some different batch number. All right. Okay. So these things also we have to consider with this example. All right.
So Samir, it will automatically create a different quant whenever you do. So suppose you are doing a GR, right?
Right.
Good receipt for one particular material. Okay. Suppose you have a vaccine, right?
Right.
A particular vaccine you got today as a batch, and you are doing GR, that will create a one batch. Okay. You are putting batch number, so that will automatically create a quant.
Quant, correct.
And then next time you have a second vaccine batch is coming with a different batch number, that will create a second batch automatically, right? On
Right.
two.
Quant, right.
Okay.
And we have to understand something that even if we do not have the batch, every time a new GR is coming, it is going to create another quant. Okay, take an example of this. It's 5 pieces and 7 pieces. Okay, which I'm doing here. 5 pieces plus 7 pieces. Okay, these are the 2 quants. Every quant is differentiated with the GR date. 1 GR, 1 quant, simple for that particular material. Okay, 1 GR, 1 quant.
So if a vaccine if you have a GR for a vaccine from different batch, right?
Yeah.
Suppose you have 1,000 vaccines coming in, one of 400 batch and another one is a 600 batch. Both are
Right.
having different vaccine, but GR is you are doing same. I mean GR you are doing on the same day. So will it create a two different quants in that case?
Yeah. It is going to create two different. Yeah. GR date and time it has to be material. GR date and time. So GR date and time is a characteristics of that quant. In your example, vaccine 400, 600, batch 1, batch 2. or even if it is the same batch. Okay, vaccine 400, 600. Let's say both are having same batch one, but still two quants. If it is being GR separately. Okay, so one GR for one particular material will create one quant. Batch, etc. are additional parameter associated with the quant that will be used during picking. Okay.
Oh,
All right. So vaccine 400, 600, batch one, batch two quant. Even it's at same batch, two quant. Okay, because GR is different. Okay, GR are different. Okay. All right. And this kind of a setup. Okay, how many quants and all you can see in this table, LQUA. LQUA is a table. You have to navigate. Will give you the entire picture of the quants on a particular bin for a particular material, for a particular batch, how many quant. Okay. And every quant will have a separate, a different GR, date and time. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. So organization unit we have discussed. Okay, we have discussed everything about it. Now we just have to check in the system. Let me check. We have already 1 minute. Okay. So let's go and have a look. So how we have to go ahead with the storage. So whatever we have discussed, we are going to map in the system under the master data. So in logistics execution, then warehouse management, then master data. Okay, you can see here, define storage type. Okay. So this one is a different server. We are still waiting for the credential. Okay. So they said they'll be giving it within 1 hour, but still I'm following. Okay. But it will be made available today itself. Maybe we have to wait another 30 minutes or 40 minutes. Okay. Meanwhile, I'll just show how you guys have to proceed. So there is so we have to copy the standard one. Okay. You can see the 001 from this storage type till the end. you have 001999. Okay, 999 is the last storage type, starting from high rack 001. You have to copy all this storage type. Okay, and you just have to change your warehouse number. Okay, if I show you the copying one, you just have to copy this, and then just change the warehouse number. Okay, let's say I'm giving this warehouse number R93. That's it. Copy.
Basically, it will be Samit. Sorry. It will be a warehouse number that we created last time with the Z, right? That we
Z.
need to.
Correct. Right. So when I have that server, obviously I'll keep it copied. Okay, but I'm just showing you that I'm just copying from the standard warehouse number 001. Okay, from first row till your storage type number 999 till this point. This is the last storage type. In between these two selection, all the storage type we have to copy and just have to change the warehouse number how I showed. Okay, I have just created for the warehouse number R93. Only for one storage type I showed R93. If I just double click on this parameters, so the storage type have some kind of a parameter. Some of the parameter we have already discussed. So now, but how we discuss that I'll show one by one. Okay, if storage unit management is active as storage unit, although this topic we are not covering, these two storage, okay, these three will go together. Storage unit management is active, or storage type is working as an ID point or the pick point. So this is something which is in relation to SU. Also, this is when we are going to work with the layout oriented. It means we have the ID point and the pick point. You know, these we are not covering, so I'll just skip it. Okay, so put away strategy. Now you can see a few things here. Addition to existing stock. This we discussed just now. Next, empty bin. This we have discussed, right? Okay. You can see here, addition to existing stock. Next, empty bin. These two we have discussed already. Then fixed bin we have discussed yesterday. Put away strategies. These two, this is for open storage. Okay. If we have storage type of open, okay, open storage type, like what is open storage type? This one, 003. Okay. If I come here, 003, have a look. This is my open storage type. If you just double click here, you can see the put away strategy is C, open storage. All right. So this fixed bin, addition to existing stock, near pick bin, next empty bin, these four will be used with your racks. Okay. These four, fixed bin, addition to existing stock, near pick bin, or near next empty bin. Out of these, how many we have discussed? We have discussed fixed. We have discussed addition to existing stock. We have discussed the next empty bin. Okay. Open storage, I'm just letting you know, this is for the open storage type, and bulk storage is for bulk storage type. You can see here storage type open 003, where we have C. Okay. So we have discussed here today the open storage. I gave you an example of railway construction, where all the stuffs are in without any shade. All the stuff like construction material. Okay. The rods are, a lot of things are just in a pillar. A lot of things are there in the open area. So that is your open storage. Okay. And what was the bulk storage? I gave one example yesterday, 50 kg rice bag. Okay. The huge in the volume or the weight, which we cannot keep it on the racks. Okay. We keep it in the bulk storage. Like I showed one picture yesterday, the drums. There are 3 drums which I showed you. That was example of bulk storage. So whatever kind of the storage, accordingly we have to keep this field put away strategy. Accordingly, we have to follow that put away strategy. So bulk storage is for bulk storage type 004. Open storage is for open storage type number 003. Then fixed bin, addition to existing stock, near pick bin, next empty bin. These all four can be used on racks, high racks. Okay. All right. All right. Storage unit. If we are following the concept of storage unit we are not covering. Otherwise, if our storage type, we are working with the storage unit, then we have to follow the strategy P. Okay. These two we are not covering, Q&R, dynamic coordinate quant number or the dynamic reference number. This is the specific requirement in the WM. Okay. The dynamic feature. All right. So the put away strategies. Then all the other fields we'll discuss one by one. Okay. When we proceed ahead with the transaction data, that time we are going to discuss these fields one by one. Whatever the important fields are, we will cover. Now you can see here capacity check method. Okay. You can see here check capacity according to maximum weight. Okay. Check based on the material. Okay. Or storage unit type or no capacity check. So what kind of so if we activate this capacity flag here, capacity check flag. So we have a different way of checking the capacity. If you remember, we were discussing on the storage bin, there are two fields, maximum weight and capacity, right? So if we are checking the maximum weight, one. If we are checking only based on the material capacity, so usage check based on the material. So capacity we have in the material also. Okay, there we define that index. Okay, capacity index. All right. Other is for the storage unit, SU type, maximum quantity per bin. Okay, this is the maximum quantity per bin in the storage type, maximum quantity per bin. So again, in the bin, if we come to the bin, I'll show you this field, maximum quantity. We have saw maximum weight, we have saw the capacity index, but I'll show the maximum quantity also we can define. That these many 60 pieces or 100 pieces maximum quantity can come in the bin. This also we define at the bin level. Okay. Rest all are the SUT, and this check, usage check based on the material. So this is capacity check based on the material. I show where we have the capacity field in the material also, where the index, because anyhow capacity check, whatever the index the business is using, we have to put in the material master only. Like we have the gross weight or the quantity, everything that we are checking, something is related to the material master data. Okay. But whether you wanted to check it or not, that depends on this flag. If you are enabling this flag, then only this check capacity check method will be utilized. Otherwise, it will not. Okay. All right. We'll come to these things and we'll discuss one by one. And okay. All right. And you can see this flag addition to existing stock. So the latest example that we have discussed just now regarding the quant. Okay, where we are doing addition to existing stock. We are adding, right? Material of same material number, that particular stock we are adding, all the quants we are adding in one bin. So that is called the addition to existing stock. Okay, for which we saw we have to use a strategy addition to existing stock, this strategy. But along with this strategy, we also have to use this flag, addition to existing stock. Okay, it means this flag will work with other things also, like fixed bin. For the fixed bin, we want to do the addition to existing stock. So this flag is important. When we are saying addition to existing stock, this flag, this X here on the left side, this is important. Okay, this X, this is important. This will cause the system to understand that it has to add the stock of the same material in same bin. Okay, it means all the quants of the same material, okay, or same batch number, it is going to add in that stock, addition to existing stock. All right. Okay. Now, if the same material is having two kind of a batch 1, batch 2. So how the addition to existing stock will work? It will consider the material and the batch number also. Okay, if I give an example, till now we have understood that material this, okay, mat 001, 5 pieces, mat 001, 7 pieces. Okay, and we have made it is added because there was no batch. But now if we introduce the concept of batch, okay, batch 1, batch 2. So it means the system, the quant is like if you have the material plus batch, this is your quant. Material plus batch. It means the material with the same batch, all the quants can add into one bin. But the material with different batch, those quants, okay, will be accordingly as per the batch number. So now, if I'm doing the GR to 5 pieces and addition to existing stock, it will do the 5 pieces here. But now next time, if I'm changing the batch number means, so this will, the system will behave like this: M1 plus B1, your batch number. This is one quant. Now the next time if I'm saying addition to existing stock, system will check this combination only, M1 plus B1. That's why I write here material plus batch combination. The quant is material plus batch combination. Okay, this is your quant. If you want to add more things along with the batch, it will be special stock category, special stock indicator. You just keep on adding. So that will become your quant definition then. As of now, I'm just taking example with material and the batch is equal to quant. Okay, so you can see M1, V1, 5 pieces. Now the same material with batch number 2, 7 pieces. So it means as per this definition, different quant. So it is not going to add in the same stock. M1. So M1 plus B2, 7 pieces. Why it is not adding in the same bin? Although we have kept addition to existing stock in my configuration, but why it is still not adding in the bin number 1? Because the definition is material plus batch. Okay, so the quant with the same combination of material plus batch will go in the same bin if we have activated the addition to existing stock flag on. So addition to existing stock is done by this flag. Okay.
Samir,
Yeah. Yeah.
so when we are defining that for this particular storage type or this particular storage this thing, we are making addition to stock, but where we are saying that you should check material and batch combination, where we are saying that to the storage in the system.
This combination?
Yeah, combination of like treat this particular material and batch as a one particular quant into that particular bin. So whenever next time that particular material and with different batch comes, it checks the storage type, and that storage type, if it is having a material and batch one, it will skip away and go to the next storage bin, right? But
Right.
where in this particular storage, where we are defining that combination that okay, this particular bin is specifically for this particular material and batch only, or is it defined during the GR?
No. So when we say, for example, empty as of now. Okay. All the bins are empty.
All the bins are empty. Okay.
Now, now at this moment, when this first transaction is coming, material 1, batch 1, 5 pieces, this GR is coming. So system will check because we have enabled the flag X here. Addition to existing stock, we have enabled the flag. So as per this flag, system will try to look at this material M1 and batch B1 combination. System will try to look at all the bins. It will follow all the bins. It will check. where is material M1 and B1 combination is available? Nowhere. Then system will follow empty bins. If doesn't found anything, then system will not give any error. System will, by default, it will follow the empty bin. Empty bin means it will again start from the beginning. And wherever it find the empty bin, it will place the material. So the first bin is empty. It is going to make this combination here. M1, B1, 5 pieces. Okay. That's it. And next time, when the same material, M1, but with a different batch is coming. Okay, system will again try to look at. Suppose before this, let me add one more row here. Now again the same combination is coming. Same material, same batch. Okay, I'm doing GR of how much pieces? I'm doing GR of 8 pieces. All right, give me just 1 minute. Okay. So now you can see here the MAT1 B1 combination again coming with a GR 8 pieces. Now, as per the flag addition to existing stock, system will start checking. And at the bin number 1 itself, it found this combination M1 plus B1. So what the system will do? System will add 8 pieces here only. As per the addition to existing stock, it created 2 quants. One quant of 5 pieces, another quant of 8 pieces. Now the third transaction, same material but with different batch, 7 pieces. Same material, different batch, 7 pieces. Now the combination is M1 B1, M1 B2. Sorry, system will check M1 B2, 1 bin. No, here we have M1 B1. So system will not add here. System will keep on searching M1 B2, all the other bins. It doesn't find anything. So system will add M1 plus B2. Okay, M1 plus B2, system will add here the 7 pieces. Got it? So it is not dedicated. System will try to check the addition to existing stock. If there is no existing stock of the same material batch combination, system will move to the next empty bin. Okay, system will move as the next empty bin. Got it? All right. Let me know if any queries are there. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So this is done. All right. So this addition to existing stock, it is happening because of this indicator X. If you remove this, then that addition to stock will not happen. Okay. And where we do this, when we make the Putama strategy, this next empty bin. If you never wanted to make addition to existing stock, so we keep this next empty bin. In this case, what the system will do? system is going to just have a look at the bin is empty or not. System will keep on checking from bin number 1. If the stock is there, it will go to the next bin. Bin number 2, stock is there, come to the bin number 3. Bin number 3 is empty. It will put the stock there. That's it. It is not going to make an addition to existing stock. Okay, in that case, this flag also we have to disable. So whatever the fields that you see, it based on this combination, right? Bulk storage, open storage, and all. These fields, okay, these settings will be changing. Okay, this addition to existing stock or the mixed storage, etc. This will be changing based on the strategy we choose. Okay. So as I said, bulk storage is for the bulk storage type, open storage for open storage type, fixed bin, addition to existing stock, near peak bin, next empty bin. This is for the high racks. Okay. For the fixed bin also, yesterday we discussed the fixed bin, the same bin that we have saw in the material master MM01. There also we have addition to existing stock. For the fixed bin, we keep addition to existing stock, because if we keep fixed bin with the next empty with the empty bin, then what will happen? If I keep the strategy fixed bin, okay, fixed bin, and I do not enable this addition to existing stock. Okay, if I use this fixed bin, look at this example. This is my strategy is fixed bin. Yesterday we discussed about the fixed bin, correct? If my strategy is fixed bin, it means every time my material is coming, there is one dedicated bin in a particular storage type. It means for my material, one bin is dedicated on that high rack. Okay, that every time my material is coming, it will jump to that particular bin only. And where is that bin we are keeping? In the material master MM03. Now, if we do not keep this flag, addition to existing stock, then what will happen? If we disable this flag, then what will happen? When my material will be coming first time, it will jump into that bin, will place the material. And if the same material is coming next, because that particular material have only one bin in that high rack. Okay, only one bin. And if we do not enable this addition to existing stock, it means my first GR will be successful, but then after whatever the subsequent GR are there, it will fail. System will say, okay, the bin is there, but the stock is already there. And we cannot place more stock because addition to existing stock flag you have disabled. So addition to existing stock we have to enable whenever we are configuring the fixed bin, because we have only one bin for that particular material dedicated. Okay. So that's why I said, based on whatever the put away strategy you choose, accordingly, this field we have to enable here. All right. The capacity check method, addition to existing stock. Fixed bin, yesterday we were talking about capacity, right? 100 capacity, 50 capacity, because this is a standard setup. Whenever you are keeping the fixed bin strategy, you should keep the addition stock flag on. You should keep on checking the capacity of the fixed bin. Okay. All right. So you have understood these two fields, addition to existing stock and the capacity check method. All right. Okay.
Samir, what is that under mixed storage and like SUT check active under check capacity check method?
Where?
Mixed. What is that? Mixed
mixed
storage and SUT check active.
Exactly. Now mixed storage. Okay. Mixed storage. Now, as of now, we kept the addition to existing stock. Okay. Addition to existing stock. So addition to existing stock, and how we are doing addition to existing stock? If same material batch combination we are finding, we are adding the stock on that bin, addition to existing stock. But suppose if I am doing the mixed storage, so mixed storage means any material batch combination can add. Okay, mixed storage means we can, these two materials, if you wanted to keep it on one bin, okay, adding like M1 is there, addition as per the addition to existing stock, M1, okay, right? And as per the mixed storage, it has a batch number B1. And now if you are bringing same material, but with a different batch. So if you are not keeping mixed storage, then it will not come to this. But if you are keeping mixed storage, then M1 plus B2 is allowed. This is called mixed storage.
So M3 can also come?
Yeah, you mean the material, different material also, right? Yeah, different material also can.
Okay.
Okay, this is called the mixed storage. Okay.
It will keep adding because you have put
On
add
adding.
to existing stock, and you have also put check on mixed storage. So it will keep adding to that bin unless and until we exhaust the storage capacity or we exhaust the weight.
So if you are enabling these two flags, both the flags, if you are enabling mixed storage and if you are enabling, you can see here mixed storage, whatever all the values you have, mixed storage, you can see several batches, you can put on the batches. Okay, mixed storage without limitation. Without limitation means even the different material you can store. M1, M2, M3 with the different batches, whatever the limitation, there's no limitation. And if you are keeping the several batches, okay, at the batch level, so only the batches, material which has to be same, but the different batches can store. Okay. All right.
Okay. Okay.
And if you are using this field, let's say I'm using it without limitation. X. Without limitation means any material, any batch, it will be keep on adding because I have enabled the addition to existing stock also. So in that case, what will happen is in your rack, everything will be coming on the bin number 1. It will not go to the next bin, correct? On the bin number 1, all the material, doesn't matter M1, M2, M3, all the batches B1, B2, B3, everything will be keep on adding. Why keep on adding? Because we have made mixed without limitation flag and addition to existing stock flag. It will not go to the next bin. How it will go to the next bin? We have to make sure the capacity also. Okay. We have to make sure the capacity. Although we never do this, never mix without limitation. We never do this without limitation. We are mixing unless it's a kind of a bin that we have just kept it as a for the random purpose. Okay. Kind of a miscellaneous bin we have kept. That is just for the random purpose we have kept. Okay. We do not mix without limitation. We keep it generally for the batches level. Okay. Batches level. Okay. Or we generally keep mixed storage not allowed. Okay. So wherever you will find the addition to existing stock, there will be a capacity check. Okay. And where you generally find in what strategy? You will find in the fixed bin, addition to existing stock, next empty bin. Okay. Next empty bin, if you have the next empty bin, obviously it will not come with the addition to existing stock. Okay. Because addition to existing stock is checking the stock where the same material or batch combination exists, where the stock is already exist. So the addition to existing stock or the next empty bin almost opposite of each other. Addition to existing stock, the put away strategy, the placement will check all the bins where the existing stock is there, it is going to add that. But the empty bin will check where the bin is empty. If the bin is empty, it will place the stock. Okay, so it is almost opposite. So if you are taking this strategy, So this flag we should not make on. So if we look at the next empty bin, generally we have it in the high rack. Okay, you can see in the high rack we have it put away strategy L, which is your next empty bin. L, next empty bin. And if you are choosing L, okay, 1 minute. If you are choosing this L, next empty bin, then this flag should not be on. Addition to existing stock should not be on, because both are contrary of each other, opposite. All right, clear? All right. So these are the standard setup available as per the strategy you choose. Again, if you are working with the high racks, you will be primarily working with these fixed bin, addition to existing, near peak bin, and next empty bin. Okay. Near peak bin is again another one of the niche requirement that we are not covering, so I'm not discussing that near peak bin. Okay, but when we'll come to the strategy, although we have discussed almost all the strategy here as per the TOC, but I'll give you about the near peak bin also, one of the example. Okay, all right. Fine. So this way you guys have to, so as of now, I have discussed few fields for the placement of the stock, put away. Placement of the stock is called the put away. Okay. Picking of the stock is called the stock removal. Okay. So we have discussed, so in the stock removal strategy, if you remember, we discussed about the FIFO, LIFO. So FIFO and LIFO is there. First in, first out, or last in, first out. This is as per the GR date of the quant. Okay. So as per the GR date of the quant, this FIFO and LIFO will work. Other than that, if we want to pick those material as per the shelf expiration date, shelf life expiration date that we have available. Okay. Or large or the small quantity included. Fixed bin, if we are always like how we have placed in the fixed bin. Similarly, if you want to pick from the fixed bin, okay, if a particular material you are using as a fixed bin, so the picking also you keep it as a fixed bin, right? If a particular bin in the rack is dedicated for a particular material, it is a fixed bin. You are always placing that material in that particular dedicated fixed bin in that rack. So for the picking also, you should use that fixed bin only. Okay. So the fixed bin concept here also, while picking also, directly jump to the bin which is assigned to your material master MM03 and pick the material from that bin, because that is a fixed bin for that material, for the placement and the stock removal also. So the fixed bin concept is same, both place. FIFO and LIFO we discuss as an example. Shelf expiration date. Now in the material master you have this expiration date, right? Shelf life expiration date. If we are considering that date and time, shelf life expiration date, so the system will use that date while picking the quants. So the quant will also have these dates, shelf life expiration date. Stock. So whatever the material characteristics fields that we have available, right? Especially stock indicator, stock category, batch number, or the shelf life expiration date, these all things will be at the quant level. So because system will pick at the quant level. Okay, picking, that's why I explained the quant in depth. So that whenever I say picking, so you should understand picking is not happening at the material level or the batch level. It is happening at the quant level. And the quant is material and the batch combination. Okay. All right. We discussed about the storage type and how to create the storage type. We just have to copy. Okay. Now, next is the logical division, which is a storage section. So if you come at the storage section, okay, again, it's a logical division. So you just take this warehouse number. I took the warehouse number R93. Okay. Then you take the storage type, your high rack storage type, and whatever the section that you want to create. I want to create the section 001 as a fast moving goods. Okay, fast moving goods. And then I also want to create one more division, which is just 1 minute. All right. And then another section I'm creating for slow moving goods. Okay. Slow moving goods. This is just a simple entry. It does, like a storage type, we have so many control parameters are there, put away strategy, capacity check, mix storage, allow to addition in stock. A lot of fields are there. Okay. In section, we do not have anything. Since it's a logical division, so it's just a table entry. That's it. Okay. And this section is mandatory in WM, but it is optional to create in EWM. Okay. All right. Now, coming to the picking area. Picking area is again an optional thing. It is not always required. Okay. Unless you have a two-step picking process or picking area specific thing. Okay. In that case, the picking area is needed. To create the picking area, we just come to this SPRO node define picking area. And again, just like picking section, it is also one table entry. If you want to create a picking area is a place, a section which is near to the racks, where the staff will pick from whatever the object that staff will pick from the racks. It will, for the temporary time, they keep it in the picking area. Okay, as I gave you example, that the one trolley is full, that will go in the picking area. Staff will take the next trolley, it will pick all the object, and it will come to the picking area. It will take all the materials from the picking area to the staging area then. Okay, so the picking area is optional. There's a process of two-step picking where this picking area is required. Otherwise, for the normal operation that like we are covering in the training TOC, this picking area is not mandatory to create the storage bins or any of the inbound or the outbound. Not for the for the normal outbound process, it's not mandatory thing. Okay, and to create it, it's just a table entry. We just have to create one table entry. That's it for the picking area. If I create P01 or picking area 1 PA1, so that will become the picking area. All right, PA1. All right. Doors are not needed. It's any, we are not covering doors or the staging area in this TOC. Okay. So these things we have created today. Okay. Other than that, there is one more thing, define control parameter of the warehouse number. If you come to this control parameter, okay. So what all unit of measures, okay, that we will be using. We'll be using liter, okay, and for the weight we'll be using kg. All right. So these unit of measure we have to give here. Okay, and SU management check we are activating here at the warehouse level. But again, this is the first check for the storage unit management SUM activation. Another check is at the storage type. I showed you this SUM flag and at the storage type level 001 high rack and any storage type you open, this SUM flag will be there also. So this is at the high level we are activating this SUM flag. But this SUM flag belongs to each and every storage type. There also we have to enable that functionality. Okay. So just as a brief, I'm giving this about SU. So the important thing here is in this control is these. Okay. These units, volume unit or the default UM that we are giving here. All right. Then we have something here, notification and the messages on if the capacity check is done. If the capacity is full, okay. Okay, what you want? You want just a warning message or error message. That control is here for capacity, or if the batch is missing in the transfer requirement. Okay, if batch is enabled and the batch is missing, then what you want? You want the error, you want a warning message, or nothing. Okay, so that we can control from here. All right. Then we have one more flag, whether the partial picking is allowed or not. You can see, if we are keeping it blank, then partial picking for TR and delivery not allowed. You always have to do the full picking. Okay. If transfer order is coming of 10 pieces, transfer order is your picking order. From where it will come? It will come from your inbound and outbound delivery. So you have to consider warehouse as separate from your ERP. You have order, you have delivery or purchase order or the inbound delivery. Okay, from delivery, the transfer requirement or the transfer order will come. That transfer order is your interface to WM. So WM will have that transfer order. So if you're, let's take an example of outbound, where you have sales order and the outbound delivery. If outbound deliveries of delivery you have created for 100. Okay, outbound delivery you have created for 100 pieces. Transfer order will also create for 100 pieces. This transfer order will go to the warehouse, WM. And this transfer order will do the picking. Okay, with relation to this transfer order in the warehouse, the staff will do the picking and they will confirm the transfer order after picking. Okay, they will confirm the transfer order after the picking is done. Now, in this case, in this example, delivery is of 100 pieces, transfer order is of 100 pieces, picking will be done for 100 pieces, transfer order confirmed. Okay, but I want the delivery to be created 100 pieces, transfer order is 100 pieces, but my stock is available only 25 pieces. So can I do the picking of, although the transfer order is 100 pieces, but can I do the partial picking? Can I do the 25 pieces picking and can I still confirm the transfer order? Is it allowed? So that depends on this setting. Okay. The partial picking, if you're keeping it blank, so the partial picking is not allowed. It means whatever the transfer order has been created, that much quantity, only for that much quantity transfer order has to be confirmed. We cannot do the partial quantity confirmation of transfer order. Okay. So in that case, if you are keeping it blank where the partial picking is not allowed, so in that case, what we have to do? We have to cancel that transfer order and we have to ask the ERP folks to change your delivery quantity and recreate the transfer order with the partial quantity. If the stock is 25 pieces, they have to create the delivery. They have to change the delivery to 25 pieces and they have to recreate the transfer order of 25 pieces if partial picking is not allowed. But in case if you are making the partial picking allowed, for transfer order it is allowed, for multiple processing, for TR and delivery, only for transfer order. Okay, partial picking from delivery is allowed. It means whatever the delivery will be making the changes. So at the delivery level, those partial picking will be allowed. Okay, it means for my delivery, which is 100 pieces, I can do the 25 pieces, but my transfer order, I cannot confirm until unless the entire transfer order is getting picked. Okay, to understand this example, I'll just give you a quick example here. In ERP, and this is my WM. Okay, I'm creating a delivery, outbound delivery. Yeah? It is an outbound delivery to the customer, 100 pieces. I want the pick to be done for 100 pieces because this delivery is the outbound. It is going to the customer. 100 pieces of pick is required. So it will create a transfer order in WM for 100 pieces. Now let's come here. The first control, partial picking for multiple processing for delivery is allowed. For delivery is allowed. It means in my stock, how much is it is available? In my stock, in the WM stock, only 25 pieces is available. Only 25 pieces. So if I'm keeping the flag 1, partial picking for delivery is allowed. So what I can do the transfer order. I can do the picking of 25 pieces. I can do only the picking of 25 pieces, but my transfer order is and I can create one more. I have to create one more item in my transfer order of 75 pieces. And these will be open. Only the one item, this I can confirm. In that case, my delivery will be partially picked, 25 pieces picked, done, picking done. This is the first option. If you are enabling the flag number 1. Second case, where we are saying partial picking at the TR level itself is allowed. So what we can do in the next case, I can make TO, I can reduce the quantity of these 100 pieces. Okay. In next case, what I can do in the next scenario, if I'm enabling the flag 2, I can edit the quantity of transfer. I can, instead of 100, I can make it 25 pieces. And I can confirm this entire transfer order. Okay. Instead of 2 items, I can reduce the quantity of transfer order. I can make it as a 25 pieces. I can confirm, and it will go, and it will also make the delivery picked for 25 pieces. That's it. It means in my delivery, I will have 75 pieces open. Same case like here also. In delivery, it will show 75 pieces open. Okay, these 75 pieces are open. Same like this. In ERP side, there is no change. Delivery will show the 25 pieces picking is done, 75 pieces are still open. But at the transfer, in the WM, in the previous case, the transfer order, one item was open. But here, there is no item is open. The entire transfer order is done. So in that case, to pick another transfer order, like if I consider this as a transfer order 001, 0011, 11. So ERP has to create another transfer order 0022 for 75 pieces that we have to confirm. Okay, this will be created for 75 pieces. But in the previous example, we do not have to create another transfer order. Same transfer order, but another item. The only thing is, in the previous case, we have same order, same transfer order, but 2 items we have created. One item we have confirmed, second item is open. In the next case, we are directly editing the transfer order. So entire transfer order, we have make the edit like 25 pieces, confirm. And for 75 pieces open, we have to create another transfer order number 22. Okay. Number 22. Got it? Please let me know if any doubts are there. These are the 2 partial picking scenarios.
So in first,
yeah.
So in first case, you created one transport order, and item 1 is confirmed, item 2 is open. It is not created. It is not creating 2 separate PO again. Transfer order, one for 25 and one for 75. In first scenario, I'm asking. So it created, correct? No. Yeah.
Correct. In the first scenario, same TO you are working. Okay, but
delivery for one item, yeah, okay.
One delivery, one transfer order only you are working. But open and confirm you are doing with splitting into the items. Okay, and the splitting into the item has to be done manually. Okay, transfer order will come with 100 pieces only. You can see this 100 pieces transfer order will come. But manually, then we have to create 2 items. One with whatever the stock is available, 25 pieces, another item, 75 pieces. One item will confirm, but our transfer order is still open because it is partially confirmed. It is partially confirmed. And in the next case, we have an option to change the transfer order quantity. And then we are confirming the entire, instead of making 2 items, we are confirming the entire transfer order. Now it's a business decision, how they want to do. They want to keep the transfer order partially confirmed, open, as per the items, or they want one delivery, one transfer order. Okay, one pick, one transfer order. So in that case, go for the option number 2, where transfer order can be edited from 100 pieces. I have added to the 25 pieces. I have confirmed this transfer order number 11. Okay, TO 11 I have confirmed. Okay, this is confirmed. Then left out quantity, I have created another TO, 22 pieces. Sorry, 75 pieces. Okay, this is the only difference. But at the ERP side, the delivery will look same. Picking done, open, picking done, 75 pieces open. All right, that is the only difference. Third is both. If both options are available, you can do if both options are available. If you want to do splitting the item of TO, fine. If you want to edit and confirm the entire TO and you want to create for the open quantity, you want another TO to open. If you want both the options, then 3. If partial picking is not allowed at all, then you keep it blank. All right. Let me know if any queries are there, any questions are there, understanding this partial picking scenario.
What is the general practice followed? Is it a 3?
No, it's actually depends on business actually. Okay. Somewhere I found there no partial picking is allowed. They keep it blank. If no partial picking allowed means they will cancel the transfer order. If stock is not there, if it is not getting picked, they will cancel. They will ask the ERP team that we are canceling the transfer order. Please edit your delivery, because they want the delivery and the TO combination 1-to-1. They do not want the one delivery and multiple TO items or the multiple TO. They want one delivery, one TO. That's it. So in that case, they cancel the transfer order and they ask the ERP team to create the delivery of this 25 pieces only, so that we'll have TO, we'll do the full confirmation, no partial confirmation at all, and that your delivery will be also fully picked. So in that case, they do not want the delivery and TO to be open. Okay, so it again depends on the business choice. If they want the delivery and TO not to be open in case of partial picking, so go for the blank. But if they are okay keeping the delivery open, partial quantity or the partial TO, then anything, 1, 2. Okay. That we can show to the business where how they want adding the item, because if you go for the option number 1, then option number 1, they always have to come and create the items manually. Manual work is there in the option number 1. Okay. In option number 2, only the quantity they have to change. That's it. They are not creating any new item. Okay. They are not creating any new item, because creating the new item is if something, quantity or type or something happen, then the second item you have created with the wrong quantity. So that will again create trouble there later on. So system will go for either blank or the option number 2. Okay. Business generally go for the blank or option number 2. Option number 2 is only, you are not creating any new item in the TO. You are just changing the existing quantity of the TO. This option number 2. Okay, this is preferable actually. And this we can suggest business also. Sometimes business also doesn't know. So we have to tell the business.
At least whatever is there in the stock, at least that delivery and pickup can happen through the TO.
Exactly.
With the second number, right?
Second number. And in case of second number, you do not have TO open. Okay, delivery will be open at the ERP end, but at the warehouse level, TO will not remain open. You are directly changing the quantity of TO, and you are picking the entire quantity in the TO transfer order and confirming it, right?
But only partial confirmation is there, no, Samit? It's like you have 25, you confirm for 25, but that's a partial confirmation on that TO. So you have 100 to confirm the 25 and 75 is still open. So that's a partial TO, right?
Since I was requested to pick 100, I changed that requested quantity only I changed to 25 pieces. Now I have been requested to 25 pieces only. So in the option number 2, I am changing the requested quantity. in the TO. Okay, that's why
Okay.
I'm picking also 25. It means I'm doing the full confirmation. That's why in this scenario, I do not have any TO open. In this scenario here, you can see this TO is open. TO is still open. But here, there is no chance of any TO to be remain open, because we are changing the requested quantity in the TO. 100 only we are changing. We are making it 25. That request is 25. So whatever the available stock, we are changing the requested quantity in this case.
So you changed requested quantity because the stock was, but since the delivery out, DO was created for 100 pieces. So
Yeah,
that's a partial delivery out, right? You
Yeah.
are doing.
Yeah, this is at the delivery. You can see here. Delivery, delivery is same in both the cases. Delivery is still open. 75 pieces are open. Okay.
No, so you choose the second option. Okay. In the system, you made a second option. Delivery out, you got 100 pieces for delivery order. Okay.
Right.
Now in stock, you have a 25 piece and you are
Yeah.
having option 2. So your TO request came with the 100 pieces. Now,
Correct.
since you have option 2, you can change that requested quantity. Instead of 100, you can make a 25 and deliver those 25. Okay. But
Right.
your order is still 100. You are meeting only 25 as an expected quantity. 25
Right.
you are delivering and confirming that. But rest 75, where it what will happen to those? Is it open at the delivery side, or is it will it be having a separate TO created?
Exactly. On the left side, if you see, on the left side, this is my delivery only. On the left side, I'm keeping this is delivery. So if you see, the delivery is open. 75 pieces are open. At the ERP side, the delivery side, 75 pieces will show open, not in my WM. Okay, so for this open quantity, whenever the stock will be made available, they will create another TO, another transfer order. Okay, that's why I kept the TO 11, TO 22 on the right side. All right, clear?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So if you want to see in the system, then at ERP side, you will see a delivery out with the overview of 25 pickup done and 75 is still open item. Wherein
Exactly.
in WM side, you will see 25 delivered for that particular delivery order and still 75 left, for which you need to create another PO and deliver that also. Correct?
Exactly. Right. So that's why this, you can see, in the first case, I kept the TO number 11. In the next case, I'm keeping TO number 22, our next TO. Okay.
Yeah, PO 22.
Okay, so in WM end, there is no open. In the previous scenario, there's a TO is still open. But in this scenario, you do not have any TO open. Okay. If I just remove this, so you do not have any TO open. The next TO, whenever the stock is available, you will create TO 22. The next TO you are creating of 75 pieces, since the stock is available, so you directly confirm it. And in this case also, if you have a stock of only 30 pieces, you will change the quantity to requested quantity to 30 pieces and you will confirm it. Then in that case, 75, 30 is done. So 30 pieces are done. So how much left? 45 are still open. It will show like this. Okay, 30 pieces picking done. Okay, got it. So if you look at the WM end, there's nothing open in the option number 2. But here at the WM end, you can see the 75 pieces. My TO is still open. Okay, since it's open.
In top case, it will be same transport order. It is not changing. So one TO is created in the same transport order. You will see the quantities confirmed and open.
Correct. Okay, so in the option number 1, same TO. It's basically from the warehouse reporting purpose also. They are not, if the warehouse is not interested to keep anything open, So obviously they will go for option number 2. In the option number 2, whatever the quantity is available, they are making the requested quantity exactly same. They are confirming the transfer order. They do not want to keep any transfer order open. Otherwise, every week or every 15 days, they have to pull the report, how many transfer order are open. Because then it is warehouse responsibility to follow up with the ERP team, right? In the business also, it will be the warehouse responsibility also to connect and to because they have the open orders in their warehouse. If the business want to keep the warehouse transfer order open so that the weekly or every 15 days, sales team, purchase team, they will be connecting with the warehouse team. And they will just give the list of, okay, these many transfer order are open in our warehouse. Please let me know if you want any action or if we just cancel the whatever the open quantity is available. Okay, so it's an open means it's an open task for the warehouse. And no one wanted to increase their task. So business, that's why in the warehouse, they will go for the option number 2, where only the quantity, whatever the open is getting tracked at the delivery level. Okay, at the ERP level, delivery level, they are just taking care of all the open quantity. But at the warehouse level, they should not be, if you want extra load on them, then you go for the option number 1, where the TO will be open, so they have to chase it. They have to chase the open TO to confirm. But if you go for the option number 2, there we have the, option to change the requested quantity. If we change the requested quantity, there will not be any open TO. All right. So again, it's a business decision. All right. Hope this is clear.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So let's wind up today. Okay. And let's connect tomorrow then 9 o'clock. If no further queries, no questions, then let's connect tomorrow 9 o'clock. Okay. Fine, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for attending the session. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Also, feel free to ask your questions in the comment section below, and we will reply to them at the earliest.